Hello everyone, Josh from C2000 here, and today I've got another comic book Carnage video for you all. Today we're doing it on Nightwing Future State issue 1. And I'm also going to talk about the new Nightwing books, or the current Nightwing books, afterwards. So, let's get into it. Let's first talk about Nightwing Future State issue 1. Now, we find out what is meant by Dick Grayson is in Arkham Asylum. He's not actually admitted to Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum isn't running anymore. It's actually just a set of ruins. And basically, he's running a resistance out of there against the Magistrate. And the new Batman shows up as well in this, which, you know, the Fox Batman, so to speak. I can't remember the guy's first name actually. It's kind of just gone out of my head. And basically, from there, the setup for this book opens with Nightwing basically being ambushed by two Magistrate operatives. We also learn a little bit more about the Peacekeepers, not much more. And we also learn that Peacekeeper 06 was assisting in the murder of Batman, or the alleged murder of Batman, i.e. Bruce Wayne. And we also find out that Dick thinks he's dead, because Dick's mood is notably darker than it was before. He's not cracking jokes, he's not the Nightwing that we had originally. You know, the Magistrate and everything has kind of worn him down, which is quite interesting, because even when he was Batman, he wasn't, he didn't behave like Batman. So it's kind of interesting that Future State has kind of ground him down and caused him to be like that. But yeah, there's not much to talk about in terms of the way of plotting this. I mean, the art's good. I'll be interested to see where it goes, because it leaves it off on kind of a... Next issue, I think there's going to basically be a big bust-up, because it left it off with the Magistrate having tracked him to Arkham. So it's probably going to be fighting alongside the new Batman next issue, which will be interesting to see. I didn't actually catch how many issues is going to be in the Nightwing one, whether it's going to be a 2-issue one or a several long issue one, we don't entirely know. But talking about Nightwing, before Future State started, we were also getting Rebirth books, and we are at the issue now, 77, where all the old stuff has been swept out the way and Nightwing has been brought back to the way he's supposed to be. Interestingly, the first issue they opened up with is actually a Christmas-themed issue. And it's basically about this tech company being hacked and Nightwing going to assist them. And it turning out that it's this homeless person, or the person isn't homeless, but they were part of a startup project, and basically it fell through. They got put out on the streets, and so basically Nightwing helped. Bruce still had some things up his sleeve. You know, he might not be as rich as he once was, but he still had the resources to help these people, which was quite nice. And I was meaning to do a video on it, but I kind of missed the boat. If I'd have done it before Christmas, that might have been a good one to release, a little, kind of a Christmas special, something like that. But yeah, so I just decided I'd lump it in at the end here, just to, extend the runtime of this a little bit more. Because Nightwing Future State doesn't really have... The first issue doesn't really have all that much to talk about, to be honest. Other than, the design of Nightwing is kind of a bit more armoured, a bit more futuristic. But it is very much still quite a similar design to Nightwing, full stop, I actually do quite like the one cover art where him kind of stood on the Arkham gates, actually. That's quite nice. It's just... And let's talk about the designs for the Magistrate as well. They've got these blue Red Hood helmets and that, but for the most part they kind of remind me of a Judge Dredd type look, which I think that might be part of the part of the inspiration for it, really, because, like, you know, the idea of these futuristic police force that's quite iron-fisted in nature, you know, quite harsh, quite overly zealous. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Not really got all that much to talk about with Nightwing Future State, so it's just a quick one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.